that the opening speech is supposed to be also a keynote address. The use of the Niger Delta oil producing state has come a long way from the public characterizing them as belligerent, destructively reckless, and mindlessly confrontational activists, so they are now being born again. Now being born again, patriotic activists, sufficiently understanding of national issues, and they have matured to the present state of their hosting a peace summit here today. I am proud to be associated with this logical transformation. Many factors and changes, especially of postures, including a change of opinion on the part of government functionaries, have been responsible for this national state of peaceful individuals. Peace is now and ought to be, and should always be, the watchword, especially in our potentially explosive and inherently unruly 250 ethnic nationality nation of 36 federated states of our proposed Federal Republic of Nigeria at present operating as a unity government. On behalf of the promoters of this peace summit, let me assure you, Mr. President, representatives, and representatives of some state governments of Nigeria, that the Niger Delta Youth Movement is committed to the peace process. Is committed to the continued prevalence of that peace, and within limits is prepared, like their counterparts elsewhere in the Federation, to come to the aid of the presidency and the state administration to ensure that peace. The hosting of this peace summit is a confirmation and positive proof of this commitment. As one of the 12 still surviving elder statesmen and nation leaders dating from the now popularly called First Republic, I accept this to be the grand patron of the Niger Delta Youth Movement in order to bridge the gap between years and years of Nigeria's nation leaders and today's generations of the heads of state and government at all 3 tiers of government. The chief of whom is our stalwart President Olusegun Obasanjo. Let it be constantly remembered that the nation builders of years and years were youth when we fought for and attained Nigeria's independence. Let it be constantly recalled that the renowned Mandela, Julius Nyerere, and other African nationalists were also youth when they spearheaded the struggle for the liberation of their own country. And some of those African leaders, well known to you, were here in Nigeria, so some of us Nigerians at the time. No greater memorials can be paid to our first nation leaders than for those of us who were youth and are probably still actively youthful in ways other than other things I would mention. To respect and direct today's youth and to curb the excesses of natural youthful exuberance and seriousness. In order to genuinely sustain peace in Nigeria, this is an appropriate occasion to recall the sermon of New Dawn, preached on 29th May 1999 in a most beautiful and edifying inauguration address delivered by our former President Olusegun Obasanjo. I shall quote excerpts from that historic address and then later draw attention to how far present-day Nigeria's situation have realized those tenets. Let me quote: on leadership by example and the fight for people who then occupied government positions, he stated, quote, good men were shot and kept away from government, while those who should be kept away were drawn near. The citizens developed distrust in government, and because promises made for the improvement of the conditions of the people were not kept, all statements by government met with cynicism. You have been asked many times in the past to make sacrifices and to exercise patience. The difference will be that in the past sacrifices were made and patience exercised with little or no result. This time, however, the result of your sacrifice and patience will be clear and manifest for all to see. On my part, I will give the forthright, purposeful, committed, honest, and transparent leadership that the situation demands. I am determined, with your full cooperation, to make significant changes within a year of my administration. End of quote. At this peace summit, we do not want to rock the boat of peace. Therefore, all I can plead at this point is that Mr. President and all the state governors will have to amend their ways considerably henceforth in order to confront the leadership by example. The right side we have all seen so far has not been a worthy one for the youth and citizenry to copy. For example, use of sirens and koboko and gun-carrying escort personnel who literally whip everyone off the road. Overseas travel with many officials wasting our resources. Claims to attract foreign investors. This is a doubtful excuse because we established in 1964 three industries in the Midwest region: a cement factory at Ukila, a glass factory at Ugede, and the textile factory at Asaba, without traveling abroad. All we did, as my friend Chief Analyst knows, was to rely on foreign embassies in Lagos to obtain the information we wanted. Also, flamboyant social parties with playing of 500 naira, 200 naira, 100 naira notes, it used to be 20 naira during the military regime. Then there are fleets of new official cards of the latest models crisscrossing the country. Those people small parts of the leadership by example. And I have no doubt for this message we do not know to lose the power. On combating crime, that is armed robbery, etc. He said, let me quote, the issue of crime requires as much attention and seriousness as the issue of corruption. The police will be made to do their job. All Nigerian citizens and residents in our army are entitled to the protection of life and property. A determined effort will be made to cut down significantly the incidence of violent crime. End of quote. I'm sure it is a suicide exercise to deny that the country has it so bad at this point in time with respect to armed robbery. If armed robbery and assassination were a curse up to 1999, they are beyond belief today. They have virtually refused our law enforcement agencies to ratify because Nigerian president is non-supply. He's gallant, he's well meaning, but there is the prosecution there, and it is not easy for him to obey. I thank you all who are proud to participate in this system. Let us regard this day as the beginning of the beginning of the new era of peace and peaceful resolution of conflict between the country and the Niger Delta movement. Thank you all, and God bless. I have survived from other but I'm not to be good and well. And I want to live how can be a people continue God. So I really need a lot to avoid it wrong. Or else I will tell the Lord I will receive my power in God. You are actually the national president of India of every America. Member of the national executive of the authority. I have been mandated by my leader here, which is the roles of national politics. Leadership, stabilization, in the meaning of education. And the leader of the organization, representing Mr. President, is very anonymous. Asked me to express some appreciation, special appreciation to the leader of the meeting and work, and congratulated on Mr. President. Can we all these own people will do the time. And motivated will be in the time. So yesterday, I have seen that the spirit that we don't feel around at the Nigeria. A lot of things have people to discuss about this movement. Different interpretations by different persons, some mysteriously forbidden. But today, we believe it's important. A great number of us, we have now seen the same follow content and concept of the movement, and we are very, very proud of it. I wish I had some little power. Our system as the leader of thought has never heard that. Now I will enjoy the the philosophy was well conceived and established. The civilization was nothing in reality. It was the people of thought.
And I want to appreciate collectively what my leader has done, excellent innovation. I'm trying to describe in very, very simple way. And seriously, what we saw in the areas submission from the national leader. Whenever they imagine that it will be so enough, so only a man to be able to develop. And then people in that order, and as my people will say, when the mother cow is sitting on leaf or growing, the child cow or cow will work in two interest. I'm very good because we do that for my own purpose. I did not have to conduct any order to discover some topics of the church of the national leader. It's a big matter. Of how else to be free the influence of the number one our grievances of the Niger Delta. So between constructive dialogue, constructive agreement, and the correct and powerful collaboration to cope with the inherent threat. I want to be better. And God bless you. Thank you very much. Let's say the country is disappointed by you. The president of us, who was the field marshal, this movement, this movement, not distinguished ladies and gentlemen. You know, I have never failed to be amazed when I hear the views of this country. When I first came to Niger, I was 1.5 years old. And at that time, most of us, let me say most of us, we were very, very competent. We were not talking, but we were supposed to know at that time. So the journey has been long, but it has been not painful. And on one commandment, honestly, that is really satisfied with the journey so far. I cannot honestly compliment the youth of the Niger Delta enough for what has happened. And if you look at the Intelligence Revolution, they are talking of the fact that there is the ignorance of youth, there is all the feelings, there is all the power of the old sorts of problems. When they are able to come today and say we are going to engage in dialogue. And for us, we have shown our leadership and also our capability to be the leaders of this country. And I want to ask, how far has the journey made for the elders of this society? I remember one of our discussions, they used to tell me, everything that happens by this country is the news of the Niger Delta. The Niger Delta men have committed this crime. They have committed that crime. It's all the things that they need to do. But half of what has happened has been really previously in the news of the Niger Delta. No, not at all. Because still there are such intense interests in this country of ours, and I keep emphasizing everything. This country belongs to every one of us. And nobody can create a higher right or a lower right and depend over environment going on here. This country belongs to all of us. And I want to ask, whether really the elders have taken the same journey that really the youth have taken. I have been converted into this very well that have But the order to communication that journey. I was listening to the chairman, he was quoting from the newspaper. If you are quoting the newspaper of Nigeria, then you will know that the interest that has been so intense by now the elder and before the younger one has not really changed now. And that is why I say they have not taken the journey that the youth are taking in this country. Today, it is the same people that lower our economic leaders who is the system as today. The same political leaders of the 60s and today. The same religious leaders of 60s up to today, and the same traditional leaders of 60s and beyond and up to today. So they are the ones trying to take the course of this country, and they say the years are too long, and they have not even started the journey of understanding it. The same thought we will hear when they are talking of course now there is something about national interest. I think we feel like the same people when they are talking about national interest. Because ultimately what it is, the sentences, my personal interest. But then I have been a leader for over 40 years, so it means now I am a nation, and it means my personal interests are national interest. So as I think today, it's a kind of victory that no can talk. And I pray and hope that every young person in this country can talk the same language. And I wish to say that only when we are talking the way we are talking today, we will be able to effectively intervene in the discussion that has happened. It is true that our society is very poor, and we have faced this before. It was our first problem. The environment has been destroyed. The people have been destroyed. Our capabilities have been destroyed by extinction. There is no